When I was 11 years old, both me and my sister got diaries for Christmas. So this is what I got. 5 years, my name in it, and collected a couple letters from my grandparents. And I made sure it was pointed out that it's a 1-year diary, not the 5-year. Because I used every page, so I guess you're just supposed to put a couple notes in per year. But I used each page and filled it out. So I'm going to feed that text. I've typed this all out, and I'm going to use that text in ChatGPT, and let's see if they can identify who the writer is. In that ChatGPT, and I've got describe the personality of the writer. Pasted in the first 2 months of the diary, so we'll see how that goes. Nope, too long. So I'm going to just use the first month. And this is the response I got back from ChatGPT. I submitted only 1 month, the very first month of that journal. And this is what it had to say and what it could read into it and from what I wrote. So it's pretty interesting, really, because really it's all true. The writer of these entries is a young child, probably around 10 or 11 years old. They're in grade 6 and attend school regularly. The writer seems to enjoy school as they look forward to weekends and breaks, but also mention trying hard and forgetting what they learned during the holidays. They also express a desire to learn French and possibly join the French club or art club at school. The writer appears to have a closer relationship with their family, mentioning their mother's sickness and going to town with their father. They also have a sister who is involved in a club called Explorers and builds snow forts with the writer. The writer enjoys reading comics and playing with Star Wars toys, and they seem to have received several gifts for Christmas, including microscope, corkboard, and gloves. They mention spending money on a Star Wars base and a Spider-Man comic. The weather is often cold with a lot of snow, and the writer seems to enjoy playing outside in the snow, but sometimes gets cold feet. They mention staying up late and watching TV frequently. Overall, the writer's entries reflect a typical child's life in the early 1980s, with school, family, hobbies. Overall, the writer's entries reflect a typical child's life in the early 1980s, with school and entertainment being the main subjects of their writing. What I think is that ChatGPT did a pretty good job. Really, it determined that I was a child. It determined my age. It summarized. I can tell that if it had more data, it could have done a better job. But I was limited to just doing that first month, and so that's a shame. And my goal now is that I need to find a way to use more months. Use the entire document and all of the text. And I think I would really like to see how much better of a response that ChatGPT could do, because it did a pretty fantastic job. I think that any good editor or a reader could probably read the entire diary there that first month and determine the same things. But it was pretty amazing watching it do it, and it was able to do it. It was a beautiful thing, really.